And a good morning, good Saturday morning to all of you all. So we're going to continue today from where we left off a couple of days ago. And we're going to work our way westward or northward, whichever you want to term it as, working towards Cattlewash. So we have a nice walk in store for you. This morning is a little bit tricky. Almost went down twice already, but that's all preparation for what's coming later on. Welcome on board to our new members of our care team. Thank you for coming on, because Cheryl could really use the help. Don't mind the conductor. I don't mind if he got enough pressure. That was fine for me. He likes to give me enough licks and I can share them back. So, and you all listen to Cheryl and the other three charming ladies. Do not pay any attention to the conductor. And if he tells you it's free, he's lying. You gotta pay some kind of money. Good morning to you all. And I'm gonna show you what we're enjoying right now. Lots of wind today, so early excuses in the game. We're at just by Soup Bowl itself. Beautiful morning. Absolutely stunning. The winds have picked up. Lots of beautiful blue sky around, as you can see. Let's have a look at that this morning and let you enjoy what I am seeing. Beautiful blue skies, and what a beautiful island. We are blessed as always to be here in Barbados. Blessed whether we're here actually physically or whether we're here virtually, because this is a beautiful place. Just look at the hills that are down here. Look at the beach houses that are available. A lot of them are in disrepair. Some of them I'm not even sure who the owners are. But anyhow, we're not worrying about that right now. We're going to study what's the natural beauty. So let's start off here with our morning prayer, which is a prayer of serenity. We're asking for peace. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Good morning to you again. We're going to start this walk off right now because we have a good trek to go again. It's going to be a long one today. As you all know, anybody who's familiar with Bathsheba, we're going to do a little bit on the beach, a little bit off the beach, and possibly a little bit of riverbed as well, because I want you all to see the places you would not normally see when you come to Barbados. And sit in your car and drive from point A to point B and think you've seen the island and that you've done an island tour. Barbados cannot, I'm going to repeat that again, cannot be done comprehensively in 1, 2, or 3 days on the coastline. I would recommend at least 3 for sure. Even if you're not going to walk to the kind of areas we're going to take in, I would definitely say 3 days, because you're going to need definitely one for the west up to the north. You want a few stops on the west and definitely stop up in the north at the Animal Flower Cave and Little Bay and Cove Bay, Gaze Cove. That is 1 day alone. And then the next day would obviously be from there into this general area. I would say stop at Bath Beach and then continue the St. Philip around into the Christchurch on your 3rd day. There are lots of places to stop. You don't have to go into anywhere with entrance fees. You have beauty all around this island. You just need to stop in a few places, get out of your vehicle and walk. Now that's still not a comprehensive tour of this island by any means. I have been living here 60 years. I have actually been exploring, and this is not with anyone else, but I started my exploring when I was 19. I actually started before that with people doing surfing, but from 19 on, I've been doing lots of off-roading and all over this island, and I still haven't seen everywhere, I can tell you. That might be difficult to believe, but it's gospel truth. I would say I've seen maybe 90% of it, but I would leave that 10% as a layman's guess and leave that for another time. Alright, we're just below Roundhouse, if you're wondering where we are. Lots of wind, so I'm going to raise my voice a little bit. Forgive me, our microphones haven't come in yet, but they have been prepared for shipping. When they come, this wind will be gone. And then we will have all these areas without any wind blow at all. But don't mind, that adds to the beauty this morning, because you all know we're in a real windy, rustic area, and a little bit of wind adds to that as well. We've done this in a video before. A little small, relaxing area has creeped up here. There's a bar. There's also a grill just in the rock below there. And this is where you can come and chill out. Obviously right now it's not busy here in the island, and therefore the guys will be manning that, because I would imagine that's more like catering to visitors and anyone that comes here to spend the day, because this is a very, very popular spot to swim. Now right now, I would say cool down, not swim. Right now the sea is more of a high tide. It's high to mid tide right now, and you can't see the pools, but just underneath all this foam here, there's some rock pools. But this is a perfect reason to explain to you why you don't fool around in these pools if the swells are on. Because you can be sitting in here comfortably, believing you're safe, and then a big swell come in and pull you out of these pools over this reef. And once you go over this reef, there's a tide that will pick you up, that will drop you down in Cattlewash. You will have to know how to keep yourself afloat through massive waves and incredible sea conditions to get to Cattlewash, and that's if you make it, because I know a lot of people that have not, unfortunately. I'd like to warn you of these things. Are not to frighten you, but they're to be realistic. We have to keep everything real, the beauty and the hazards of some of the beauty that we experience. So I would recommend, if you're swimming here, low tide, good sea conditions, and watch the locals. The locals know what they're doing there in these areas. Not maybe the young fellas are running about the place, or some people are running about with Banks balls or Guinness balls in their hand. I wouldn't recommend them. I would think more of the stable local that looks as though he's a little more responsible. I saw a lot of hikers out here this morning. A big group was here earlier on that ran down to the north section. These are some more here as well. These are runners and cross-country fit guys. So we don't want to keep the camera on them too long. Morning, how are y'all going? Good to see you, man. All right. So we're going to continue with this here, going on this path this morning. Good morning, guys. How are you all today? Beautiful area for you all hiking, man. All right, for those of you that remember the Edgewater Inn, I remember that very well. I remember that was a special occasion, lunchtime, that the family used to come over here, and that was years gone by. It was here for a while back, but I would say, again, this is a guesstimate, I would say about 8 years, maybe 10 years ago, it started to close down. That's it right up on the cliff itself, not these first structures, the one you're seeing over that bush. That is where the Edgewater was. They had the only pool in Barbados that was partial seawater and fresh water. And that's how it was down here. Beautiful. This road has been recently redone to get us to where our first stop will be. And I'll talk about that when we get there, not before. But these are the structures that they were trying to build down here. These go right up through the hills. If this ever completes, I will be in one of these here for sure with my angel, because over here is spectacular. I mean, anywhere in the East Coast is brilliant, but here is beautiful. It's set in to all the coconut grove, spectacular area. They've also elevated the front section, because this you see a steep hill. They've dropped some boulders in the front, filled inside, and put in the foundations for these structures. No, I'm not sure what's going on here, so I can't really tell you. All I know is that it's come to a stop. I don't know if it will continue or if it is the end of that. You see that pop up all around the island, unfortunately. And that is people just putting up structures, run out of money, maybe not get any finance somewhere in the game that was promised, and then end up having lots of dilapidated buildings around the place, as you will see in our travels. We've seen this on the south, we've seen this on the west, we're seeing it on the east, and most definitely up north as well. It's going to be a long one today, folks. It's the last one for this week, but the last one is the sweetest one, I think. All of them have been lovely, but this is really a lovely area. Now, I have numerous videos up there of this location we're going to pass over in a minute. So if you want to have a look at them, they're on YouTube. Just put in Joe's River or Joe's River Bridge, and you will see where we're going right now. We're going to cross over this. We're going to go down the side banks. Now, the signal is not that good, because the first time I did a video up in here, there was one section where the signal was not that strong. So if we lose the signal today, we're just trying out to get you to the best spot possible, and hopefully we'll have a good signal going through it. Beautiful, beautiful Barbados. Natural Barbados. Sea great all over here. As you can see, the trees. Stunning. I know it looks rough and rustic, but that is what we are seeing today, and that is what we enjoy seeing. Everything is not a beautiful beach or lovely seas. This is the beauty as well. That concrete structure that's in the dead center of our camera, that is what is called cup and saucer. It looks like a saucer with a cup turned upside down on it. Anyone that's been here to Cattlewash in the days gone by will know that was the romantic lookout spot. That's where you went with your girlfriend and you proposed, or you just went with her and sat with her. And if you had your wife already, you carried her over there and rekindled the love all over again. These rocks are at the mouth of Joe's River. That's where we'll be going in a minute. And just to let you see the area again that we're in. Stunning, stunning. Alright, we're off again. There we go. Alright, this structure was built last year, or completed last year. It's called the Joes River Footbridge. This replaced what used to be the train line bridge that used to come over here that was all decayed and broken down and rotten boards and stuff. And they did have a bridge as well, which was used for after the train was gone, but all that just as like decayed. You know, over here it's very weathered and stuff. So the government has put on this here, or built this here, constructed this, so that you will have easy access from Bashba to Cattlewash. Before, you had to go on the beach through all the rocks or with the Joes River itself, and then exit on the other side, which is a lonely area. So I would say if you're coming down here, come do pictures, don't hang around in this section too long. You know, you can always pause this later on and see what it says. Just want to give you a look at it. But this is the Joes River. Now, when we have heavy rains, this water is right up the banks, right up, I would say, to the base of those trees that you're seeing there, and it's flowing really, really strong. You'll find crayfish in here. A lot of people do crayfishing in this area as well. And just hold your breath, people, if you've not been here before, because we got something for you now. Have a look at this beauty. I know a lot of you have streams and rivers and lakes and stuff, but look at the coconut trees and look at the scenery beyond there. I'm going to stop here for 1 second and give you all these sounds that I'm experiencing. Beautiful, beautiful conditions. All right, let's go on again. Morning, sir. Are you going, man? Yeah. All right, wonderful. Very popular crossing for a lot of people. I've seen a lot of groups go through here this morning already that I mentioned. Now the route goes straight on here, and that would bring you to Spree Hill, and that will take you into Cattlewash. But we're not going that way today. We're going off road. I mentioned this morning to bring your hikers with you because we're going to be doing a little off terrain. Now remember, I can go down here. If I go down here, you're quite able, and I will excuse you for laughing because I will get up laughing myself. But anyhow, just to see what we're going down and talking and showing video, this is why you cannot watch your comments as I start to walk. So you're going to have the beautiful scenery, and I'm going to do the the descending of this area. I have all my 4x4s today, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be good. But you know what I mean, I like to fall sometimes, and that just seems to be something I have to accept. Stunning, stunning views. I'm going to take you down to this section again. As I said, we're going to do a long one because I'm not cutting this up. You must see this section between Soup Bowl and the beginning of Cattlewash with me this morning. Beautiful, beautiful Barbados. If any of you that have not been down here before, this is definitely a walk for you. As I said, you don't come here and set up a towel and sit down with your girlfriend for the day. This is, as you can see, is a very dense area of bush and stuff. And you know there are some people in this world, not just here, that look for the opportunities like this here to give you trouble. So when you come here, you come and go through this area. If you're with you and your girl, or you by yourself or whatever, you go through this area and take it in, take your pictures, and then exit the other side, okay, please? If not, stick on the footbridge and make your way through. But down here is spectacular, and I most definitely want to bring you down here this morning. Now you see it's going to get a little challenging crossing, so we're going to see if we're up for the challenge. If we have to turn back, straight back up the hill and over the road we go. It's going to be very jittery and very shaky here, but you'd understand why. Yes, we definitely have to get over there for sure. I can't go through here without passing this way for you. I'm going to let you stay with the river noises while I concentrate on my dexterity going on here. Stunning, stunning views. Yep, I made that one. Let's work our way around here. We'll switch hands for a minute, just so I can hold on. Just to show you, there's a lot of debris on this rock, so you would understand that water does pass at this level here, so you can appreciate that when there's a lot of rain, do not come down in here, please, if you don't mind, because I don't want you to get caught by a surge that's coming down the hill. If it's a first surge, I don't want you to be down in here and get caught at all. So just be wary, be cautious. I may not look cautious, but trust me, I am not throwing caution to the wind. I take my time and I work my way through everything bit by bit. So what I'm walking through right now is the actual riverbed. When the rains are heavy, and I'm actually in the riverbed area, you can see all the erosion along the base of these trees and stuff. You can see that a lot of debris has been through here as well. So I'll just indicate to you how the water levels do get. Remember, all of the water in the St. Thomas areas, etc., run off into this section of the island. There are many little river areas, but Joe's River is one of the main ones. And then there's one a little further down as well. We will see that in another hike. Stunning views. Just to show you very briefly, these are 4x4 shoes. These are the kind of shoes you need when you're doing this kind of stuff. If you're coming to Barbados and you want to do some hiking, please get the correct gear. We don't want you to come here and slip. One slip will be the end of it, so you all be careful, please. Alright, we're going to cross here the lower section of the water. I really don't see a very dry area, so we can do a little water crossing. Oh yes, shoes wet now for sure, but that's life. Don't worry, these need a good wash anyhow. These been hiking for a few weeks now, so put these in the machine later. You're really seeing the beautiful natural Barbados. No development here whatsoever, just the natural Barbados. I am sure you all will appreciate this. I'm going to go quiet again, let you hear some winds, let you hear the sea, let you hear this water rushing in as well. Here we go. These rocks are what we call river rocks here. I guess you all know about river rocks already, but they're absolutely lovely. They're smoothened by the water running and by the rough seas in this area. This is one area on this coast, actually one area in Barbados, you'll find a lot of this. You will find it in other areas, but certainly not with the amount you'll find here. Okay, are you ready to get your breath taken away again? Actually, you're probably still holding it from earlier on. Here we go. Talk about river rocks, talk about rocky coastline. This is Cattlewash. Now, this is the extreme eastern side of Cattlewash. If you were to park at the bottom of Spree Hill, which is the hill that takes you into Cattlewash, when you get to the bottom, you will see a car park, small car park on your right. If you park there, you can then walk back in the easterly direction and find where I am. As I said before, it is a difficult walk. Do not do this in slippers, please. You will most definitely, and when I say slippers, us in Bajans like to call them flip-flops. Flip-flops. If you're not accustomed to what that is, it's a rubber sole shoe that has two straps that come over your toe, between the big toe and the next toe. A strap slips through. I don't know what you all actually call them, but I'm going to call them flip-flops today as we know them as. So we're going to end our tour here today. I think this is a perfect spot to do so. The rest of it we will continue. We're going to continue to do this island in sections, and yeah, I know the wind is pretty bad. We're going to continue to do it in sections as we go on, but this is where we're going to stop today. I'm going to see if I can get behind a rock so that I can actually talk to you for a second. So let's make our way back in this giant area and see if I can get rid of this wind for a minute. A nice wind block. Alright, so you have seen between Soup Bowl and Joe's River. I hope you all have had a fantastic time today. I really want to end off this week with a very special area, and I think we have done so. I want to remind everyone to live life love life and enjoy life, because we all know where we're going if we pass, and we all know that when God is ready for us, we don't have a call. This is not our option. So just remember that for the rest of your life starting today, if you have not been already doing it, I would like you please to try and live your life the way you know it's supposed to live, the way you're supposed to live. If your conscience tells you that something is wrong, it is wrong. So don't go against it, because that's where your self-will comes in. God will speak to us through our conscience. God will speak to us in many ways, and God also speaks to us through other people. So if you hear someone say to you, that's not right, maybe they're incorrect. Maybe you should just take a little while to think of whether they are or not. Anyhow, I'm going to leave you with some beautiful scenery when I tell you again that I want you to go forward today with peace, because peace is what we promote. This is, you know, everybody says with Bajan warrior, he sounds like a violent guy. No, I fight for peace, I fight for love, I fight for hope. And recently, I do that with my leader, who is God. God takes care of me, and He's the one that will save me, and He's the one that will tell me where to go, and He's the one that will guide me, because He knows it all. I don't know a thing. So you all guys have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you for being with me. All those celebrating birthdays today, happy, happy, happy birthday. Warm, loving greetings from Barbados, and lots of hugs for you all guys. So you all have a great day, everyone. And for those that are not celebrating birthdays today, I'm going to send you hugs, and I'm going to send you my best wishes, and I'm going to send you lots of salty, salty care and warmth. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy yourselves. Remember again, live life, be safe, and do so following the right path. Have a great day. Well, good morning again, and you all know sometimes I just get the urge to come for a little bit more, give you all just that little bit extra, just for those that need the little extra beauty and love today and attention. This is for you all. Okay, we're going to do a little more walk. We're going to walk back towards Super Bowl now, but when it turn around this corner here, it's going to be extremely, extremely windy, so you may not hear me, but I still want you to see the beauty going the other way from where we got to this morning, going via the beach. So you can see what you can also do as well if you're interested. So let's go again. Remember, the wind's going to be strong, so just use your eyes at the moment and feel yourself here. Here we go. Now originally, before that footbridge was put in, this is the way you would have had a trek from Cattlewash to Bathsheba. And it doesn't look that threatening right now, because the tide is coming into low and there's no rain. We've had really any heavy rain recently, so normally this water here would be way up the banks, and that rock in the center there of our screen would probably be submerged. So you can understand it'd be very difficult to get across here under normal conditions, but today is beautiful and we're going to take a chance and show you all what it's like. You will notice there's a footpath that's going along here, so it is still used quite often by people because it is the shortest route. However, getting over the rocks is really challenging. Normally the sand in the area just below where we were just now, where we saw all those rocks exposed, is much higher, so majority of those rocks would have been covered. Now when that happens, it makes conditions a lot easier for this travel. Any of you that did not know it was coming back on, no one knew, so just some of those that hung around. So forgive me, it's just an extra piece of beauty for you. I will register everyone on here because it's still early. It's not an official video, but I'm still going to register everyone today in the county because it's sort of like a part B of what we were doing. Beautiful, beautiful Barbados. Let's say the gem near the Caribbean Sea. All those people that are always want to be geographically correct. Yes, we are in the Atlantic Ocean, but to the west of us is the Caribbean Sea. So a lot of people generally think that is where we are. Especially when the calm, placid conditions you find in the west coast are similar to those on the leeward side of our islands just to the west of us. Talking about the west of us, if we have any Vincentians on here today, our prayers are still going out to you because we know you all are having some major struggles down there. For anyone else in the Caribbean to the west of us, good morning to you and welcome to Barbados. Welcome to your neighbor's home, place where it could be your home as well if that's what you choose. stunning area. We have a nice tight little crowd on board this morning at the moment. That's nice. Some of you stuck around. Some of you are the rail troopers that stay in here. As you can see, it is a little more challenging than where we went earlier on. Well, not really, because you come down from the bridge was pretty tough, but if you had gone straight into Cattlewash over the bridge, it would have been really easy to do. You're going to see some more of the old train track posts out here as well. I can imagine what it was like riding a train in those days over this part of the island. It must have been absolutely incredible and breathtaking. Edgewater Inn, a really good view of it from here. That is the old Edgewater Inn. If you remember, that was the restaurant downstairs and the accommodations were upstairs as well. The pool was just over to the left of that in our screen. Back on track again. So you see, it is a nice way as well to come. I do enjoy here. Just to show you the cup and saucer from here again. I have one family member, Alison, good morning. If you're on screen, there's your cup and saucer. I would say in the 3/4 up in the center of the screen. Very rustic and very original Barbados here for you. These are the old parts of the old train tracks here. I'm not too sure exactly how the layout was, if it was to the inside of this or if it was to the outside of this, I'm not too sure. But remember, some of these spikes at certain times of year are under the sand. So when you're walking beaches, it doesn't mean you're going to walk on beautiful sand. Can you imagine stepping on that if that was under the sand? And it most definitely is sometimes. So when you're walking, especially on this East Coast side, please use the correct gear or do so extremely cautiously. I mean, this one is only a matter of inches away from the surface, and you can understand if you hit your toe on that or if you stepped on that, it would certainly ruin your day for sure. What I'm going to do is I'll join these two videos when I put them onto YouTube later on, so we'll have up the full coverage in one video on YouTube. That way then you don't have to split it up, and you know, if you can really get out your coffee then and really enjoy it, it's like going to the movies or the cinema. We're going to be on a long one today. I know these are called vlogs or vlogs, whichever you want to pronounce it, but let me tell you, these are long, so I will call them a video now for sure, especially when you join these two together. We're going to be approaching maybe 50 minutes or so in total. If you have any family members that are unable to get out and do this kind of walking or come to Barbados, because I know there are quite a few of my friends who are not able to come here anymore because of their health and their physical challenges. To all of those, good morning. Welcome to Barbados. Come hold our hand. Let's take you for a stroll. Shoes standing up well, feet standing up well, mind standing up well. Everything is working perfectly. So we're having a wonderful day today. For those of you that stuck on, man, I really thank you. I don't like doing these things without company, so I really appreciate your company this morning, as always. And for those that didn't stay on, well, you didn't know it, so that is not a problem. I thank you for the time you gave us this morning. And for those that view it later, I also thank you, because your time is important to you. And for you to watch these here and spend any time with me is a blessing for me. So I thank you again. So you see, we take them both ways. You can't say that we don't do something. Sorry, when we do something, we don't do it well. We make sure and show you everything. There's going to be nothing left to imagination. You heard about the walking through the river and walking on the beach itself. We have done that now. So sort of like back to where we started before. So again, thank you for being with me. Thank you for watching this. Anyone else that's come on recently. Remember, all names for both videos will be entered today in our our roll call, because it is an early morning video. It is the early morning crew. It may not be officially announced, but this will be added just like the others. Beautiful Barbados. Alright, I'm going to do a quiet 360 for you in a second. I'm just going to get to a nice spot where it's a little bit more level. Again, my apologies for the wind, but you know what? That adds to the East Coast right now. It's the best we can do, and if it's the best we can do, That's serenity for you. Can't do any more. Here we go. Thanks again, guys. I really appreciate the love. I appreciate the care every day. Oh, here we go, a little gullin. Haven't seen one. He's here for a little while. There we go. That's called a gullin. We have the white egret. This is a related bird to that, but this is more of a land bird versus the white ones. Well, this is actually a seabird as well, I should say. It's both. But the white ones are land birds only. You'll find them in the fields, going behind the ploughing to get all the worms and stuff and the bugs that come up when they're ploughing. And there, a lot of them nest in the Graham Hall swamp, which is on the south coast of the island. So you can see big numbers of them, large numbers of them coming in, especially in the evening, going back to the swamp. I used to watch them all the time. And this is just one of the other waterways that we talked about before. This doesn't have as much as the other ones, but this is also full of water when we're having heavy rains as well. So that's another structure. And for those of you, again, for the round house, that's the round house up there. That is the westerly side of it. You're pretty familiar with the east side. I've shown you that this morning already. Alright guys, had a fantastic day. My day is made. There's nothing that can happen to me today that's going to take me out of the peace and the serenity that I presently feel. I won't let that happen because I'll walk away from it. I am not going to put myself in a situation of where I have to take anything from anyone that I don't believe is the way I would respond. I will give you love, I will give you friendship, I will give you care. If you start to not appreciate that or respect that, I am gone, because I'm going to keep that for the next person that's looking forward to it. Have a great day, everyone. One more time from beautiful, beautiful Bathsheba. Again, thank you all who stayed on. Thanks those who were on earlier, and thanks those who will watch us later on. Have a wonderful day.